Welcome back to the adventures of Robin Hood and his merry men, who are just about to enter Parike's Overlook and do some more exploring around the city of Neketaka. The first place we want to go is to the herbalist, because she has a figurine that we can buy.
Why, hello. Cootsteely at your service.
She sets down her pruning shears and looks you up and down with a warm smile.
I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse afflictions.
Show me what you have to say up. So we will take this figurine for Little John. What else there is here? Ooh, Vithrak brains. We will take those, but I don't think we'll get any other herbs and ingredients because I want to keep my money. And we're not going to be doing much crafting yet. Okay. Once we start making lots of money, we can buy all of this stuff. Every time we come to Parike's Overlook. Gonna keep these for later. Don't really need figurines at the moment. We would just get these herbs, glaive berries. I think there's 4 of them. And then go into the dark cupboard. So, keeping in line with Robin Hood stealing from the rich, it's going to do some stealing and give to the poor merry men. There's a lot of stuff in here that you can just take, and it's very easy to get most of it.
To turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Bertenno, not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Madiko!
Let's talk to her quickly. Fassina.
That flaccid batso!
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
You had none of that,
The imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fassina.
She grabs a fistful of hair and sighs. What was all that about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemyr will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Fassina cradles her brow and groans. Strange that the constructs didn't attack him for stealing.
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemyr's grimoire if you're that curious.
Flustered, she finds any excuse to look elsewhere. Why are those gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemyr, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
I'll get those gloves back for you.
You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
The discount would be a nice start. She blinks twice in disbelief before regarding you with a warm smile.
You look capable. While I am stuck behind this counter, I am in no position to refuse help. A discount goes without saying. You're saving me a world of trouble by doing this. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Brass Citadel docks.
Fassina bites her thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto's Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Bertenno wouldn't be so panicked.
Farewell.
Let's keep quiet.
If we can get this, whatever it is. Might be difficult because Fassina's there. We might have to use spark crackers to distract her. Got it?
I'll take care of this.
Go back. Possibly we can get that as well. Need the distractor, or we can use jump to get it.
I'll handle this.
Come over here now. Wait for this man and the constructs to go. Man is taking ages to leave. Oh, and now there's an imp. Come on, move. Maybe we can go here.
Easy now.
Doesn't look like the man is leaving. Ah, now he's gone. Quick run. Hide again and see what we can get. See, maybe we can get this armor as well. Yeah. There are people here as well. Damn.
I'll take care of this.
Ah, now he's gone. Try and get this. Go here.
Pond, good sir.
And come back over here. The man has gone too, I think. No, he's still there. He's just out of sight. But he's going now. I think that's everything. Come over here. See what we got. Nice shield. Amulet of health. Not so good. This would be good for Aloth. We can get some way to stop him being interrupted. Don't really need this. We don't do much with fire. Can maybe give that to Pallegina or Aloth. But this might be alright for Little John. Certainly better than the ordinary quarterstaff. Although it's really for a kind of monk, not monk, druid. But that's good for us. Accuracy and damage to vessels. Defense against plant and decay. Defense against disease and poison, that would be nice. Wouldn't need that. All that. See, these 2 empowers are really useless for us. Oh, has he got? I'm about halfway. Let's go now.
Absolutely.
Go over here. And we can recruit
You
to,
have no right
to
to interfere
here.
in RotH's business.
The cave.
Hawana culture is
I don't give 2 pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Arkemyr cares even less.
The Aumaua woman clutches her fists at her side. The Sophia features are caught in an unshakable grimace.
If this is what passes for RotH in diplomacy, your Hazanui has bigger problems.
More calm and composed Huana smiles, turning when she notices you.
If you've come to see Arkemyr, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
What did you want with Arkemyr?
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for RotH. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
She gestures to Neteti to hear.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The Queen sent me to remind you both.
An intact primary source is a rare find for the Huana.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
So what's your plan?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Arkemyr time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Arkemyr? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Netha blinks at her in shock and takes a moment to soothe down the creases in her uniform.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
Farewell. Okay, I think we will side in this game with the Huana. It's their land, really. They're the fraction I think we should support.
Consider it done.
It's like the most good fraction that you can go with.
The sea is true home, not smelly mountain. What you want?
The imp recoils from you with a sharp hiss. What are you doing out here?
Arkemyr doesn't let worthless idiot outside after worthless idiot sprayed dung on stupid tablet. But Arkemyr not home.
A mischievous grin splits the imp's bony features.
So worthless idiot watches the ships come in, looks at all the tasty gulls.
Sighs down at the vista of ocean and docks. You want to set sail and eat gulls? You're welcome aboard the Defiant. The imp takes in your words, its eyes widening to the size of moist saucers. The flap of its wings carries it closer to whisper in your ear.
How often you beat your crew, huh?
It doesn't whisper at all, and the question sends a ringing through your ears. I don't, not yet at least.
No beatings? None?
It blinks, struggling to encompass the idea. The idea.
I join crew? I join crew!
The imp flutters in an excited little circle. It points down at the distant shape of Queen's berth and salivates at the sight of gulls landing on the rigging of the Defiant. So there's another crew member for our ship. And there's a cat here. Jewels. Perception. Maybe that's good for me. Healing. Keep this pet here. So this is where the water shapers are based. You can go in here and get Dekeo.
Takehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
A guildmaster in fine robes stares down the sizable blue-skinned Aumaua before her. Students observe the exchange in a loose circle, exchanging whispers.
Guildmaster, be reasonable.
He tosses an anemone-like hair which glows faintly as each bulbous strand settles in place.
I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
Crosses his arms and raises one eyebrow. The murmurs of the crowd grow in volume.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool.
She pacifies her tone, suddenly conscious of the onlookers. Don't let me stop you.
This should be over soon.
He winks before turning his frown back to the guildmaster.
My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
In spite of their obvious age differences, Dekeo raises an instructive finger to the guildmaster. She flares her nostrils and takes a deep breath.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
Say
For a
nothing.
water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Guildmaster sidesteps Dekeo and takes long strides away from the circle. Bearing another glance at Dekeo, the crowd disperses.
Ugh, insufferable.
Dekeo sighs and smooths back his hair. He turns his attention to you with a raised brow.
Did you need something? Or is it enough to bask in perfection?
Dekeo grins and opens a palm, inviting you to speak. I take it you and your guildmaster don't get along.
Kira, I bring art to the Guild of Water Shapers, but they do not tolerate expression here. What I am is to blame, I say.
A godlike.
Just so. Blessed and cursed at birth, I say. Water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Huana, and apparently I am too. Savior to the tribes.
He folds his arms and grimaces. Sounds like they put a lot of pressure on you.
The only question is, do I return to my duties, or while away a few hours in the bathhouse?
Dekeo tugs on his hair and purses his lips. Back to my other questions.
What say?
I could use a rowdy fish like you on the Defiant if you have a watcher at the helm.
A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Pariki's overlook.
He rests a hand on his hip and grins.
What does a watcher do?
I am the herald of Bereth, for now at least.
Ikera. Just so.
He strokes his chin, nodding.
I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist.
He stirs his fingers through the air, drawing together droplets of moisture into an orb of water that floats over his palm.
My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment.
He lets the orb fall to the ground and splash at his feet. If your abilities can drown our enemies, you can call it whatever you like.
Will we do much fighting, then? Ikera, a pity.
Dekeo scratches at the back of his head.
You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Ardra Colossus reach my ears, and louder whispers of a corpse who follows him.
Dekeo raises one of his brows.
What will you do when you catch up to this walking god?
Eothas needs to answer for his actions.
As do many mortals in the Deadfire. It seems the gods are no different. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship.
Dekeo inclines his head and touches the circular marking on his brow.
Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
He winks. Let's be off.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ngati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion.
Dekeo Keo tosses his hair and sighs contentedly. Good for you. I'm happy you're so special.
I say you will learn. In time.
He winks, his eyes suddenly as dark as beads of polished onyx. We keep him a single-class druid. We will have to go to the wild mare and level him up before we leave. And go there soon. There's still a few things here that we have to do. Worthless idiot. Oh no, there's Mother Sharper. This is Worthless Idiot, yeah. Navigator. He can become a Master Navigator because he's only got one skill point at the moment. Ilfa's raiments. There's a nice pair of gloves in here to help with mechanics. I need to get for myself.
Easy now, of course.
Just go here. I should have enough perception to find his key.
I'll take care of this. Let's see what we found.
Fine leather armor. And his key, yeah. The key is to unlock this chest. If you have high enough mechanics, you can do it as well.
I'll handle this. The better part of valor.
To try and steal what he has. Exploit jump. Just save in case it goes wrong.
I'll take care of this.
Okay, what's this? Rasper, 5% of hits to crits. Healing. Okay, that's not so good. This is nice. 1 athletics. 10% chance to crush damage when critically hit in melee. Crush armor rating. I think we will give this to Little John because he's going to be more easy to get crits against because of his low armor, low deflection. And then when he retaliates with this attack, he might get carnage hits as well.
How nice.
So let's buy the burglar gloves. The Mantle of the Seven Bolts. This is very nice. This is a really useful attack. Don't know if we really need it. I'll just wear these gloves when I actually need it, because I want to keep the might. We won't go to the bathhouse just now, or the workshop here. We'll go there later. So I want to make my way around to RDC and find those gloves, but we're going to go first the Serpent's Crown, then here, and then here. We have to pick up a dead body first in Serpent's Crown. There's Una, who's going to be selling us lots of gems in the future when we have more money.
At last. Akira, I have waited a second lifetime. There you are.
The spirit tilts her head, considering you. After a moment, she reaches a hand towards you. Reach out your hand. Your hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft sighing sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger.
Or have you come as Berish Arthur?
Should you not be a dwarf?
I'm not the usher, I'm a watcher.
Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think. But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
She stamps her foot soundlessly.
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right. My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there like an itch.
Is that why you haven't moved on? I could help you.
Of course. Some kind of mistake was made, and now Magrin will put it right. I thank you. Please, search my home. My body cannot be far.
Okay, let's go find her body. Antidote, Azat Nui Shell, Mother of Pearl, Palm Slats, Obsidian Flake, Palm Slats, the efficacy of imps. I'm not going to read out every book, because I've read them before. They can be a bit tedious. But I will scroll through them, so if you're watching and you want to read them, you can just slow down the video, pause it. Ship's log of the Tempest's turn. The rise of the Cipher Rangers. Palm Slats, Spire Sponge.
I'll take care of this.
See what we have here. More ingredients to Ondra Tar. That's like Ondra's tears, teeth, Ondra's teeth. Obsidian Flake, Copper. Yeah, Oil of Allure. There's a lot of these oils and things that buff abilities, but I don't really find them very useful for anything. Here's a body. The lifeless body of a Aumaua woman recovered from an estate in Serpent's Crown. And there's a dog. This dog is amazing. I don't know why, but it's got much better effects than all the other pets. And it's also worth a lot more. Maybe someone paid as a backer to have this pet, but I often use it just because it's so good. So you get 2 resolve, resistance to resolve afflictions, and everyone else has a reduction in resolve affliction duration, including yourself actually. Stride, hits to crits with weapons. I'm not sure if I actually want to use it at the moment. Because the stride bonus is useful and hits the crits with weapons. Let's see what my resolve is. 11. I think I might already have resistance. Hostile effect duration. Yeah, I've got resistance to resolve. So it'd just be the 2 resolve and the pet effect. And at the moment I don't think I need the resolve. We'll wait with that.
Have you found it? Akira, I hope I have not rotted away.
I found a body in the bed. I assume it's yours.
Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahunga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
I'll fix this, I promise.
In life I would have faced any challenge. Now you are my champion. Magran smiles upon your deeds.
Not quite true. She's always angry when I talk to her.
Take my body to the Temple of Magran in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally. Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magran in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
Very well. I will fulfill your final wish.
You are a blessing. I would complain that you arrived late, but no matter.
Okay. Let's leave now. And we go up this way. So we have to go to this house here. I think this is Lady Epero's estate. And we have to go in here to kill her dogs. Because she's a bounty. And if we take her dogs out now, it makes the fight to kill her a lot easier. Let's move back a bit.
Indeed.
Pull back. Okay. Cast this. And get ready, Azim. I think I also spelled Azim's name wrong. I think it's A-Z-E-E-M. I don't know why I thought it was an I, but it's too late to change it now. So, break stealth. Buff. And get ready. Need some skeletons in support because there's going to be a couple of other dogs in a minute. I will mark and hobble it. And you can just wait. Once the skeletons are out, bless us. Let's put some buff on the priest because the prone might trigger the dog to attack the priest. Come around here and attack. Yeah, Will Scarlet now has engagement. I think it is from... what's the ability called? Yeah, Protective Companion. That's good. So you can now properly flank. You don't need little John to help. Skeletons can get this dog. Now you can bless us and give us some resolve. Ah, disengage attack. So it's pointless. Move here. Shout. Move over here and attack. They mark this dog as well. Here comes the third one. Let's see. Where's Will Scarlet? There. Knock this person down. Azim, do you still have your buff? About to fail. Knock this dog down. We have resolve. Do we have resolve? Okay, cast that. But you can come over here. Try and charm this dog as it rushes in. Damn. Failed. Try again. Gonna have to wait. See, let's try and wound this dog. They're very tough actually. 3 red skulls. I think what we do is move up here. Switch to melee and cast this. Oh dear. Team is about to go down, I think. Yeah, let's do this. It'll also distract them. Uh-oh. What other heals do we have? Give him this. Ah, wrong person. Need a theme. It's one. Come around and flank. They're distracted for 20 seconds. And last one. Be easier now. We can get out some skeletons maybe. Ah, used up my bond. Perhaps we can give a heal over time. This would be good.
Slippery devil. Yeah?
Got it. They just loot everything. Ah, exceptional padded armor. More alcohol. Just that dead eye. I think that's for ranged attacks. Brutish blood. Dead eye. This might be quite good for me. The Dear Customs. The Dear Empire Part 1 Origin.
What's this?
Exceptional stiletto. Didn't I have a stiletto? No, must be someone on the boat. More antidote. Come over here, get this. Scroll of protection. Circle of protection, we got 2 of those. Save spells. Actually have that as a spell? No, I don't. Okay.
I'm on it.
Happily.
On the provenance and ruination of Neketaka's old city. Beloved Land, poems from Ear Glanfarth. I always wonder who reads these books. A bit like the poetry in The Lord of the Rings, I always skip that because it's so boring.
I'll take care of it.
Unguent of animalism, 2 athletics and survival, that would be quite useful. Potion of the attuned self. Problem is with these potions is that they take so long to consume that you can never really drink them. Maybe 1 or 2 in a fight. Otherwise you'd be doing nothing else but drinking potions. So you always end up at the end of the game with thousands of potions that you just don't have any time to take. There's another person here who gives bounties, so we should ask her what the bounty is.
Hunter or prey?
A woman with skin like hardened sailcloth sits upright and stares off to the distance, her lips held in a tight and thoughtful pinch. She blinks and sits even straighter as you cross her view.
So, it will be you, then.
A hand strays toward a sheath at her side, but she holds your gaze evenly. I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Then, I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me push through the jaws of the Great Eel.
She exhales and moves her hand back to her lap. Who are you?
You do not recognize the great huntress of the archipelago? The candle of infamy burns too bright and too fast. As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey. Ha! Bounties, you wild ibex.
She chuckles to herself and turns away, raising her hand to hide a blush.
It's been years since I tossed a harpoon, so now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you.
What bounties do you have available?
Interested in taking up the trade, are we?
Mungata thumbs her chin and smiles as she considers.
I hear you've done good work for a Boko. We all start somewhere, I suppose. I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all.
She raises her brow and searches for any sign of hesitation. I assume that means we're exceptionally well priced.
You assume right, Hunter. Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscured. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out. Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
I'll return with her head. We go over here and just introduce ourselves to the prince. We can also then pick up Maya and Palagina.
I'll handle this.
Hold a moment. You may visit the palace and its shrine, but be warned. The Queen meets with trading company Vipers. Take care you are not bitten.
I have information for the Queen.
You will find her in her throne room through the door behind me. Inform the guards of your purpose. Whether the Queen will hear you above the baying of her guests is another matter.
Guard gestures towards the door, dismissing you.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
The Valian dignitary aims a withered look across the aisle. A middle-aged woman with a square jaw and tar-stained teeth meets it.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
She pulls a slender pipe from her pocket, but a look from the Queen's attendant, she puts it away.
You speak as if I could command the tides, while you are casting your blame in a wide net. Why not look to our Kahunga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
A sizable Aumaua standing by the throne takes a bold step forward and flares his nostrils at the assembled dignitaries. A hush falls over the room.
I say our guest forgets himself.
He clears his throat and sweeps his gaze from Nero to the rest of the room.
Brother, stand down.
Up to this point, the Queen has studied the proceedings with an even expression. She half raises from her throne as she fixates on Prince Arui.
You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us.
As Arui lowers his head, the Queen slowly centers her gaze on you and leaves it there.
An interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
Though her mouth doesn't move, Onakaza's voice comes to you like an insistent memory nestled among your surface thoughts. Nod to Ozakana.
Allow me to apologize as I toss you before the wolves.
Though she turns to her dignitaries, you still feel her attention on you.
This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
The Queen's voice fills the expensive throne room, leaving you with a hushed silence to fill. If it pleases the court, I've journeyed from a crippled Port Mage.
I know this one. His parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's birth.
Raising a hand for silence, when Akaza looks at her brother, he approaches and they exchange a few words too quietly to hear. She lifts her gaze to you once more.
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of RotH's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
She opens her palm and waits. Port Mage suffered similar damage when Eothas passed through.
What sailor's tale is this?
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Nero crosses his arms, looking distinctly uncomfortable.
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings?
Bereth herself sent me to track down Eothas.
The Lady of Doors must have great confidence in you.
Anakaza's tone is amused, her expression is not.
Tracking down a god who stands as tall as a mountain. A fisherman with poor eyesight could do this. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. Watcher, can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the Deadfire?
I need to find him first or die trying. Again. Silence falls once more as the courtiers and dignitaries trade uneasy glances. Only the Queen, nodding slowly to herself, intuits your meaning.
Is more terrifying than many of the lies polluting this hall.
She balances her chin on her fist.
I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hasongo.
Onakaza spreads her hands, calmly assured of her reasoning.
Set sail to the west of Neketaka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you. She believes herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Kaza's gaze wanders back to you only briefly.
Only that Hasongo is a Rauatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
She inclines her chin at another woman standing nearby.
Ma'am.
The composed Aumaua stands at attention, the furrowed brow cleaving down otherwise warm features. By her feet a colourful bird preens itself without concern.
Maya's an expert sailor, and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer.
She looks you in the eye and gives you a slow nod. We don't actually need another sharpshooter, as I am one.
Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
Maya sighs with resignation and nudges her bird affectionately with her toe.
Ak, perfito. Do you mean to stop Eothas by shooting him? Seri Pelagina will go with the Watcher. Show him how the Republics handle things.
Nero waves airily. The guard behind him coughs politely.
Your Excellency, Palagina Messerai has been banished? She has been seen in Queen's Berth. I can have a report to headquarters.
Nero silences the guard with a withering look and a sharp gesture.
You should feel no obligation to take on additional crew. The choice is yours.
I'll take Maya. Always good to have a rifle on hand.
Say the word and I'll shoot the tip off a green boy's nose.
Shiza looks up at Maya and warbles something agreeable.
You're making a mistake, Watcher. In times like these, trustworthy allies are the most valuable asset of all.
Calm down, Nero. I'm sure you'll get one of your spies in place eventually.
A lazy half smile tugs at her mouth.
In the meantime, Watcher, I hope you'll meet me in the Brass Citadel. There's more for us to discuss among friendlier company.
She glares briefly at Nero.
I believe we are finished here. Are we?
Queen Onakaza rises from her throne and the surrounding guards stand at immediate attention.
Aren't we popular? Take care at Hasongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Eothas blundered in.
Onakaza nods to you as she adjourns.
Your allies will use you toward any end. Do not give your trust lightly.
Onakaza clears her throat and sweeps the room with her gaze.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else.
Banishes the foreign dignitaries with a swift and unmistakably disgusted wave. I haven't actually read any of that for ages. I normally just hit 111 over and over again just to get through that conversation. It's quite interesting to hear again. We'll keep her a single class ranger.
While we have the chance.
Okay, you want to talk?
Your coming is a favorable omen already.
The prince nods and crosses his arms, a self-satisfied smile on his lips.
You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies.
Arui chuckles to himself and nods. Honored to meet you.
Save your manners for my sister. Kohopa fashioned me for the arena, not the court. I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But sailing is an expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked.
May I speak to the queen?
I am Onikaza's shield. For a time, let it suffice that we speak with the same authority. My sister and I both value action over fine words. If you can shoulder some of our royal burdens, I know she would be grateful.
What kind of royal burden are we talking about?
My sister keeps a tight grip on Neketaka, but the filth of it drips down her palm and into the gullet.
He opens his hand for emphasis and wipes it across his shoulder.
Under our noses, I say, do foreigners smuggle contraband and pay the Rapau for their silence? Take this if you need proof.
He tosses you a silver medallion inscribed with Valian honorifics. You've gained that item, the envoy's badge. The item was put in your stash. What is this?
An envoy ship sank a day's voyage out of Neketaka. He wore that on his breast. My guards recovered it in a raid of the gullet. This confirms my suspicion. Neketaka has a pirate problem.
His upper lip curls with distaste.
Smugglers and thieves cluster like rats in Delver's Row, a growth in the bowels of our city. I want someone to peddle the medallion to the black market, earn the trust of these pirates, and learn how supplies come into my city.
His gaze rises to meet yours, cold and calculating. To what end?
It will depend on what you find, I say.
Rui folds his arms and scrutinizes the floor between his feet, deep in thought. What is this, streetwise? He's telling the truth, but there's something more to it all the same, and he doesn't trust his face not to betray it.
Onikaza leaves this for me to handle. While she worries about the manor, I tidy up the basement.
Now tell me what you're holding back.
I say nothing gets past you. Is there any question why I want you for the job?
Rui chuckles to himself.
If we dealt only in pirates, then I would put a trusted agent in rags and send him down hiding in a food wagon. But Akira, I have reason to suspect our problem goes deeper than we know. For this, I want an expert. They say you're on familiar terms with Ngati's chosen son, Takeo. See that he joins you in the gullet. He knows something of our troubles already.
I wouldn't have thought the lower city appealed to him.
Ikera, I am certain it doesn't. The voyage will be good for him, I say. Be on your guard in the gullet. I fear the caverns run deeper than even Ngati could guess.
The prince dismisses you with a nod. Okay, that level people up, but we'll do that later. Can't remember if there's anything over here. Ah, yeah, it's one of the trainers. You meet a tall brown-haired man dressed in full plate mail. That might not normally catch your eye, but his mail is unusually coloured a deep green and blazoned with the image of golden trees. Hands on his pommel of his sword, he watches the crowd go by with keen eyes, relaxed yet fully alert. He narrows his eyes when he spots you.
What do you need of me?
He looks at you warily, as if he's deciding whether you are a snake that he might bite. Tell me about yourself. He is initially hesitant, unsure of your intent. Eyes narrowed, he sizes you up and then nods.
I suppose it is. Are you familiar with the shield bearers of St. Elka? We are a paladin order.
Nod.
Word of our order travels far then. Good.
He clears his throat dramatically.
I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street. All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor. That's the long and short of it, really.
Can you teach me what you learned as a member of the shield bearers?
Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all. But I suppose I can teach you a thing or two as we stand here. The privilege will run you 3,000 copper, however.
Enhances survival and athletics. Here you are.
My thanks.
He lays 2 heavy sandbags on your shoulders and runs you through a series of drills designed to increase your strength and agility while dressed in full plate mail. Confident you've learned enough to continue training on your own, he gives you a hearty clap on the shoulders and wishes you well on your journey. You have learned Granis' training. Athletics and survival. Okay, let's go upstairs quickly. We won't be able to speak to the Queen yet, but we can go up there and find another bounty hunter. The Rise of the Cypher Rangers. We already read that. So in here's the other bounty hunter.
You songwriters need a guild.
He smells one
touched by the Great Eothas, Berati. Sizable Aumaua tilts his head up and looks down his nose at you, flaring his nostrils with hungry interest.
You are a man who sits across a fire with death. Akira?
The pallid knight and I are on familiar terms. He nods, clasping his hand with quiet delight.
For glutting mighty Tangaloa and hurling foes into their next life, Berati can offer payment.
You collect
Coins
bounties?
for feeding hungry gods. Akira? Rewarding those who appease the great eel. This is Berati's cause. May the beasts of the dreaming lands never know famine.
Berati inclines his head and touches his brow, holding the pose with deep reverence. What bounties do you have available?
Tangaloa rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for luminous Adra in sacred lands.
Berati squeezes his knuckles until they're bone white. I'll take the bounty.
Akira, Tangaloa knew it would be so. Dichila sails her Voyager Alisio around the waters south of Neketaka. The great eel hungers for her soul.
Berati touches his brow and inclines his head. Farewell. Now we can leave. There's another couple, I think there's 2 more trainers here, but we won't do that yet. I want to keep the money. Go over here. Then get rid of the dead body that we picked up. Here in the secret stair.
Incense? Offerings for the temple?
Payment for heads.
Another bounty hunter. An Amatuana turns and looks at you up and down. She holds the motionless pose across a long and contemplative silence. Finally, she draws out a single pyre and balances the coin on her knuckles.
Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you?
She arches her fingers in a wave, causing the coin to flip from one knuckle to the next. She seems enraptured by the motion. I enjoy getting paid, if that's what you mean.
Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond.
She touches her brow with her hand free, and as she says the words. She touches her brow with her hand as she says the word. The coin continues its winding journey uninterrupted.
So that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle?
What bounties do you have available?
If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death.
She holds a pyre and lovingly inspects its edge, running her index finger along the curve.
The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Neketaka.
She closes her fist around the pyre. I'll return with his head.
Supplies! Get your supplies here!
That's the... I love this person's voice. She does a lot of voices in Neketaka. It's one of my favourite of the voices that you hear.
Consider, friend, the blessings of the priests are priceless, but so too is good sense. I have supplies here, so that daring travelers may live to honor the gods.
Let me see what you have.
Certainly.
We got this on Port Margie Island from a weathered traveller merchant, so we don't actually need this. We can get the spark crackers. We won't go into the spire at the moment. Weakened Ardra, living iron, gunpowder.
Hello, Watcher. Fancy a look at the stock? Straight from the laboratory.
Let me see what you have.
Have a look.
This is another of those really amazing pets. 2000 copper, you get metaphysics and arcana, 2 might for summons and 1 penetration. I guess it's quite good if you're playing some kind of summoner like a chanter or something. Truly incredible. Ocean belt. That's 2 alchemy. There were the gloves that gave you alchemy as well. If you were really interested in alchemy, you could get both of those and have +4. This nice helmet. I might get this for Little John, because he has one of the belt that gives damage on critical hits. But this would pair up really nicely with it. Yeah, I think I'll buy that for him. Let me just check, does he have one? No, he doesn't. Okay. Always buy Thieves' Putty. It's always useful to increase mechanics. Health. Trade, okay. Yeah, so if he's crit, there's a 10% chance to cast Boiling Spray and a 10% chance to cause crush damage in an area around himself.
Isn't that lovely? Ready when you are. Leave it to me.
I'll take care of this.
No, let's go and dump the body first. Another trainer, Mark van der Beege.
You there? What are you doing?
Muhai has passed. I'd like to commit a body to the flames.
Muhai?
The priest's calm demeanor is shattered by his hissed utterance. He glances around you both.
Muhai has broken with Wahana. The Queen has forbade that any should have contact with her. Akira? She would be banished to the Undercity if not for her sickness. And now that has finished her.
What does that mean?
Akira, how to say? The sharing that is right among our people. Each of us, in what way we can. It is the role of the Mataru to guide, to protect. A group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel, for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai was of the Oweki before she came to Neketaka. The Oweki and Wapua were enemies for many years. Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua is to harm Oweki. As Muhai turned her back upon her kin, so we were commanded to turn ours upon her. The Queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. She could not let Muhai's crime stand.
She gave them bad directions. That's not the same as murdering them.
There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning. To the dead, it makes no difference.
She died alone. Isn't that enough?
So too did she act on her own, against her own people. She does not deserve the honor of walking with the gods.
Burning a body is just symbolic. Who does it hurt?
All of us, if we allow old rivalries to split us once again. Muhai is not blameless in this. Come, give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls. It is the best that I can do.
No, I will do as she asked and burn her body.
You would defy the word of our queen?
Priest looks down at you and with his lined face twisting into a solemn frown. She's not my queen. Dump the body in the fire. You heave your grim burden into the brazier where it lands with a scattering of embers. The body burns with unnatural swiftness in the flames, reduced to ash within what seems to be mere moments. Nearby, the priest regarded the dancing flames with grim disapproval.
This will not go unnoticed, outsider.
Ooh,
It is
really
done.
scared.
I can feel it. I am certain of it. My essence returns to me.
You can detect no change in Muhai's spectral form now that her corpse is gone. All the same, she raises her hand to the height of her eyes, examining them.
You have greater loyalty within you than those of my own blood, Watcher. You have freed me.
Happy to help.
When I was yet not too sick to rise, and had hope of leaving the city, I hid away a jewel with which I could buy passage. Climb the temple steps and search among the pillars. You will find it behind a loose stone. I will not sail again. Perhaps you can make use of it. I will find my way from here. Amira's winds blow sweet upon you, Watcher. May you always find what you seek.
Okay. That's here. Jade, Scoria, Baby Pearl, and a cloak of deflection. I think everyone has a cloak now, yeah.
Yes? Let's keep quiet.
Okay, we need to distract these guards so we can steal what's here.
I'll handle this.
Okay. Stun bombs. We keep that. Something else. Yeah, Magran's Blessing. Medium shield is a bashing shield, so it also counts as an attack. So if we get the weapon and shield skill, we can also get 2-weapon fighting and benefit from both. It's not brilliant, but it's okay. It's better than this shield. They're both medium, so we'll use it. Although Azim hasn't actually needed that yet. Might do soon. We're not going to explore anywhere else here. We're going to go straight to the RDC and find those gloves. Let's go over here.
Halt! What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
I met Hozani Koraru at the palace.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth.
His mouth quirks in a grin.
Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command.
Points to the steps.
Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
What about the Hanzanui?
Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters.
He clears his throat.
But I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Okay.
Sails unfurled and sword held high. To battle for glory.
I've got all sorts of goods and supplies. Take a look before you head back out.
Let me see what you've got for sale. As we have gauntlets of Ogre-Might. This is nice, ring of greater regeneration, but this is really nice. I want to get this eventually. Intellect and accuracy, plus 10 times you can summon some form of undead. Really useful. Okay, we don't buy anything at the moment. Go in here to see the last bounty hunter.
Clear skies, my friend.
Koyo crosses his arms and tips his head to the side. A long scar traces a path down his face, curving sharply where his cheeks rise with a smile. Greetings.
The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. RotH finds itself in need of a privateer.
His brow raises as he speaks the word.
Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
Funding ships for RotH, where do I begin?
This courage will win you many battles, I think. A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
Koyo grimaces and itches his scar. I've already dealt with a Scylla.
Pirates are adept at scattering when threatened. But this makes planting your boot on the neck of a straggler all the sweeter.
Koyo counts out a bag of coins and presents it with one arm crossed over his chest. 1,500 copper.
I would keep my privateer busy. You will speak to me when you are ready for work, yes?
What bounties do you have available?
Your target is RotH, a Valiant captain and seeker of lost ruins. There is no wicked length he would not go to plunder the dignity of these isles.
Koyo's fists tighten.
My confidence swells to hear of this, Captain. RotH commands the galleon Goldbell and seeks for ruins east of Neketaka, on the southwestern tip of the Kua-Orakuhu island chain.
Farewell. Before we get the gloves back, we'll just go and speak to the people inside this fortress and get another quest. Although we have a lot of quests at the moment, it's not like we need another one.
The Ranga Nui, and it's a commemoration.
A lot of the buildings here are actually quite big, but they're all completely empty, or you don't have to go into any of the other rooms. It's a bit of a shame, it's like they're underused.
Rhyming Hazenui with Kablooey?
The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles at the corners of his eyes suggest he is not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure, pauses before speaking, just a little longer than seems normal. When he finally does, he crosses his forearms over his chest and gives you a slow, exquisitely courteous nod. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems that he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the Lord of Kadnua.
Gives you a sleek half smile that reveals a row of perfectly pointed teeth. In his careful stare and the pause before he speaks, you recognize that he is studying you.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
I guess he's talking about us killing his friends. I like to think I've got plenty of both.
So I see.
His eyes shine with interest. He blinks, perhaps for the first time since your conversation began.
I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
Sounds like a significant title, but he's strangely emotionless. He might as well be describing the color of his clothing. Cut to the chase. What do you want with me? I've had enough of all these quests.
I appreciate that.
He tilts his head and blinks as if considering you anew.
The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy.
He puckers his lips as though through a lack of discretion at dinner party.
Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement.
He inclines his head like he's about to let you into a secret.
But you can curtail their growth.
This isn't about the welfare of the Deadfire. This is about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land, we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive.
He interlaces his long, well-manicured fingers.
The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Mage.
It praises you again with his unblinking eyes.
If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
His eyebrow rises a degree, both a request and an invitation. We'll see.
Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire.
It gives you a soothing smile.
I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there.
He circles a small out-of-the-way island on your map.
Now, what else
Yeah, that's the third quest that needs us to go there. A bit of a shame because it's a really boring quest. Farewell.
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
Me neither.
So, let's go get the gloves now. And then go back and see Fassina. Here he is.
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat.
The thin Valian glances over your shoulder with an expectant frown. You stole a pair of gloves from the dark cupboard. Give them to me.
Not a chance, amico.
He narrows his eyes at you.
Fassina sent you, didn't she? Postenago, just for these?
Shaking his head, he pulls a pair of fine gloves from his pocket, studying them with evident disappointment.
Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
I'll be willing to pay to take those off your hands. No, you're going to have a hard time selling an Arkmage's gloves for the first... You're going to have a hard time selling an Arkmage's gloves for some coin.
Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it?
He opens his mouth to say more, but something to the southwest distracts him, and his expression fills with dread.
Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Keep your mouth shut and follow my lead. Glancing at you, Bertenno shrugs and swallows down a lump in his throat. We could fight them, but it only costs 400 gold to pacify them. I think we might do. I also can't remember if you attack them, if you get bad reputation here with the RDC. A unit of steely-eyed sailors approaches the docks, clutching their pikes and firearms with quiet professionalism. At the head stands a tall Aumaua in a mustard yellow uniform. He turns his attention between you and Bertenno.
Bertenno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Marto rubs a long scar along this that extends the length of his neck.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Bertenno's voice falters and he turns to you with a sudden panic. So if we attack them, I think I forgot to save. I don't know when I last saved. Got the autosave when we left the castle here. Could always go back to that if it goes wrong. I don't really feel like giving them money. This ends now. Prepare yourself.
You, look alive.
Marto snaps his fingers at the other Royal Deadfire company. Sailors at the docks who turn to your exchange with interest.
My friend here needs a lesson in humility.
He signals his company to attack. Uh-oh. That was not what I expected. I did not know that the entire area becomes hostile. This is no good at all. If we fight here, yeah, we're really outclassed and we lose the Orlan Peddler. I was really expecting it just to be a fight with us. This is really annoying. I think we will load. And now I'm not sure if that is before or after we went to the castle. Oh god, that's bad. Got a feeling that is before we went into the castle. Damn, I was really not expecting that. I'm sure I fought him and I just had to fight him. Let's see, do we have this quest? Terms of trade, Valiant Trading Company. Dim Prospect. Ah yeah, I think we've already spoken to them. Thank God for that. Let's go over here. I'm pretty certain I fought them once and I only had to fight those 5 people. I don't know why the entire town turned hostile. Right, let's get through this quickly. I won't bother reading.
Fassina, soft as down, but here he comes.
So,
huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Bertenno, shut up. The adults are talking. Marto's eyes brighten as he nods. The soldiers around him chuckle with approval.
I like dealing with people of substance.
He nods thoughtfully.
This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
Marto spreads his hands in a peaceful manner as soldiers level their guns at Bertenno. You sound more reasonable than I was led to believe.
Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law and still be seen as a monster.
Perhaps I can pay what he owed.
You must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom.
Marto taps his lower lip in thought.
400 pyres are what Bertenno owes. When I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded.
Okay, payment is agreed.
Business is concluded.
Marto signals his men to stand down. After a hateful look, they lower their arms and follow their captain's lead.
I can't believe I'm finally out of debt.
Not quite. You owe me 400.
For the first time in my life, I'm free.
Bertenno clasps his hands together, tears brimming in the corners of his eyes. Technically, you're indebted to me, quite right.
Not anymore, I'm not. Here, catch.
He tosses you Rokara's fingers with casual disdain.
It's a new Bertenno all the way. Pirate Bertenno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
Laughing in a full voice, he makes a hasty exit. Okay. Now now we go back to the dark cupboard.
Leave. No Valiant spy is coming through on my watch.
I'm a merchant. I have business inside.
You want to see our wall?
Let's go here. Dark cupboard.
You're back. Kue, any news?
Fassina leans in close. I took care of Bertenno's debt with Hamota's stone heel.
You are willing to put up all that money?
One of her eyes narrows on you.
What of the gloves? What happened to them?
I have them right here for you. She accepts the gloves with a grateful sigh.
At least I know Arkemyr won't feed me to the imps.
She folds the gloves with care and stows them away.
Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it.
I need to get in Arkemyr's manor.
Imp, go hang laundry.
She holds up a finger for silence, her gaze following the shop imp as he flutters moodily away.
I'm only doing this for how you help Bertenno.
She lets out a heavy sigh and slips a key from her pocket.
Here, burn Arkemyr's manor down for all I care.
Presses a key into your palm. Okay.
What else do you need?
Show me what you have for sale. Ah, this is the range one. Yeah, we will get this. We will get these for Azim because I want him to get disengagement attacks. Get the circuit of protection. Withdrawal. And the ingredients we will get later. I don't think we need them. This we do not need. Sasha's singing scimitar. It's really good for Chanter, but little John won't be using it. This is a really nice shield, I think. Gives healing over time. Resistance against internet afflictions. You can confuse or potentially charm nearby enemies if they crit you. And you can either get defenses or increase the health at night. It's really nice. I would prefer this for Azim instead of the Magran shield that he's got. I really don't know if I want to spend 11,000 on it at the moment. Maybe we can sell stuff back at the Wildmere. We've got a lot of stuff, we haven't sold anything yet. Let's get it. I think we can then give Adair the bashing shield. Yeah, I think we would get sheltering light. Nourishing light's only good at night. So we go upstairs here. We're not going to go in through the front door, so we don't actually need Arkemyr's key. And we're not going in through the bathhouse. We're going to do it in a sneaky way so that we don't have to fight everything that's there. That means going across via grappling hook. Fassina's journal.
I know just the thing. I've done it.
Trollhide belt. The misery of his apprenticeship, Madiko. Arkemyr saves only the most tedious errands for me. If I'm going to learn anything from this trial, I must find some way to steal enjoyment from it. Whenever Arkemyr claims to be deep in study, I will find him wandering the halls wearing an illusionary face to trick the imps. Falls every time. Sometimes I think he came to the Deadfire to be alone with those nasty things, and he spites me for getting in the way of his fun. Shortly after he left town, I stole one of the robes he keeps in his bedroom. The imps thought I was their master. Fed me cheese and ale for the rest of the afternoon. Of course, I returned the robe when I was done. Maybe it's not too late to start enjoying myself. It's like a hint about how you can get past the imps. We have to find Arkemyr's old robe.
I shall.
The window overlooks the streets of Perikis Overlook. The second floor of Arkemyr's manor is just across the way. The right tool and practiced throwing arm could make crossing the gap a manageable feat. Study the distance. The gap between the window and the manor is too far to leap. Moreover, the sheer wall and erratic gusts of wind make the prospect of scaling too treacherous. However, anyone with decent climbing experience could secure a grappling hook from this distance. I don't know why they don't give you the option to use other things like fighters' abilities to jump and things, and barbarians. Or the bounding boots that we have, I'm pretty sure we could leap there. As you observe the manor, you catch the silhouette of a lone ironclad construct patrolling the second floor. Open grappling hook. Have someone throw a grappling hook across the manor's railings. You get little John to do it. Success. The hook sails across the gap and lands with a clang. After the rope is pulled back, the hook solidly lodges in the railing of the parapet. Climb across to the manor. The rope creaks and sways, but with care and slow, deliberate progress, you'll safely make it to the other side. The silverfin and water. Okay, I think we're going to end it there and carry on next time because it's been over an hour and a half now. So when we come back, we will go through Arkemyr's manor and loot all the treasure he has before we go and look for Oswald.